There's something going on at Amarovira there. What's the problem there? Let's check. I don't know what's the problem there. I can just check. Oh, maybe they're strengthening the... I don't know what's the rooftop. The rooftop has a problem at Amarovira. I don't know what's the problem there. I can just check. People adjust onto that position and everything is so fantastic. Guys are coming out from this position. I was wondering what's the problem with the Vira again. So everything is so fantastic. I can just see onto my area here. I have marabou stock, and they think maybe the fish is there, just available. Let me check. Let me give you guys a clear range of the marabou stock. Here they are. So they are here, making sure that they are looking for the fish. Fantastic. Here we are. So let me check if they want to be running from this position because they know security purposes. Let me show you guys if I can just see in a very close range. Fantastic. Wow. Here they are. Here they are. Look at the big mouth they have. Look at how big they are. So hey, they are just relaxing. Today they don't fear me. They don't fear me. It has gone. Another one is coming. Fantastic. You can feel from my Amaro compound there how the guinea falls. You can just hear from there. Fantastic. Everything is so fantastic, guys, coming out from this position. Wow.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back. It's underscore Ginto back again to the road. Welcome guys. Today we're gonna be checking on what is happening into this area, because yesterday I went to the people of sanitation and water and something like that, and to the county, and yesterday I had much of the time and I spoke to them much of the word, so as we can be elaborated on what is happening to the river YouTube, because I've ever told you that we have some miscellaneous challenges, like we have such kind of the coloration of water, which is the yellow coloration of water, and I wanted to know what is the vivid response from them, and we're going to be getting much attention from the government to know what's happening with such kind of such miscellaneous challenges. And the feedback was very positive, because they talked to me, and I was told that the problem with the river, it's like this one here. We have the decaying of talk about the plants that have been decaying into this area, and it doesn't have much of the problem. And I talked to them, and they told me that maybe one day I go to them to the office, so as they can just come and check and give the vivid response about what's happening with the river, and is this water very safe for drinking and consumption in home and everything like that. So, and to this position, you can even check how water is coming out vividly and in a good way. And I can just talk about it has been much of the time we have been talking about how we're going to be making sure that everything is very possible coming out from this position. And I always, you know, sometimes I do ask much of the questions, and even I asked about, can you treat such kind of a river so as whenever people are just using it, it's gonna be very secure. But what I was being told is that the river cannot be treated because of the flowing water. And how will you treat it? Because now water is flowing only. They can only treat water which is maybe stagnant, or it's just in a position. It's in a position that cannot move from one place to another. So that's the water they can just treat all the borehole or the wells, all the springs and something like that. So yesterday I got much of the information, but we talked, and we talked about they're going to be coming to check what might be the miscellaneous challenges that we are facing here in this river YouTube. And I can just reveal that always what we are talking about, the harvesting and the mining of sand, has become one of the agents that are bringing some of the chaos onto this position much, because the river looks very small, even water is very minimal, but whenever you see how the river is in terms of the largeness, it's very, very large. So you can just imagine what's the problem with that. And right now there's no water much onto this section. So I'm gonna be going to much of the details from wherever they're gonna be coming, so as we can have much talk with them, so as they can elaborate to us what to do and what not to do. So this is what is happening muchly, and it's like creamy like. You can even check, it's like creamy like. So whenever it's subjected to water, you can even check how water looks like. So this is what I was asking about, so as I can get much information and bring it to the village. Wow. Guys, here you can even check whenever you just come here. You can find that you can come and relax, because it's like a point where you can just get relaxing your mind, and also getting much things tackled onto your head, because it's a relaxing area, very fantastic. You can just come and chill and just wait to get the voice from the water. It's very calming. And also you can just subject your legs onto the water this way, making sure that you are just feeling the vibe, because it's something very, very natural, and you can just feel the vibe always. So this is what's going to be happening here onto the river YouTube, because we love it always, and it's a nature that we have around. And this is a little bit of the river that we know. It's a little bit bigger that we know in our area, but whenever it rains, hey guys, it is cat and dogs. Somebody can just show you whenever it rains, it's cat and dogs. So this is how everything is moving. Yeah, it looks like the cows are destroying the road and also causing some erosions. Exactly, you know, the causative agents, or the erosionic things that do occur to here. We have even cows and animal always are agent of soil erosion. So whenever they're just leaving to maybe get water and something like that. So everything is so fantastic, guys, coming out from this position. Wow. So today I want to be talking about the fish ponds of today. And we have much of the algae. I don't know if I've shown you the algae that we have here. Look at how healthy. Guys, we have algae here, and it's over very green, and also we can just talk about it's now surrounding the whole pond, to make sure that the only thing we are waiting for is the fish to be stocked here. And for the first time, people are just watching the video I can just elaborate much about what is ongoing and to these 3 fish ponds right today here. And it is about, we have not yet stocked some fish and to this kind of the fish ponds here, but I'm aiming forward to put them next week, as I'm gonna be stocking 1,000 per each pond, because I have 3 ponds here. I wanna be stocking 1,000, and it's gonna be very fantastic. So a pond, for the people who want to know more about which kind of the fish am I going to stock, have you got some identification, because last time I stocked here some fish, but you know how things are just running outside here. We never had a good produce, because of miscellaneous challenges that occurred whenever we are placing some of the fish onto the fish ponds here. So let me get a seat in this position so as I can elaborate much. This is where we have a very good and a fantastic seat that we always sit and cherish and talk much. So guys, upon talking about what is happening and to the fish ponds of today, it's about time now we make sure that we are looking, or I am looking forward to get the fish which are the quality the fingerlings, and also the quality company that produces what is quality, because last time I stocked here some fish and they landed up bringing some chaos, because I never harvested what was good for me, and much of them I just thrown them to the river so that they can just flow back to the river, and it was not awesome for me. And right today I've always called some of the companies that produce much of the fingerlings and also the quality fingerlings. And one fingerling right now, it's approximately 5.5 shillings. One fingerling, 5.5 shillings. So one fish pond gonna be holding about 5,500 shillings, so as you can purchase one. And also we add 100 in terms of packaging. Whenever they are packaging, you have to buy oxygen concentration, or the oxygen, talk about the air which is oxygen. It has to be put onto the bag whenever they are sealing, so as it can give you much of the room, so for you to transport them to wherever you are just moving to. So you always, whenever you are going to take some fish, you have to carry talk about a sack, a very big sack, so as you can just insert the fish inside. And you know that transporting bag is always talk about streamlined, and it's like a round polythene bag that whenever it's just subjected with water, you have to put it vertically, not horizontally, so as whenever you're transporting them, they don't have much of the shaking, you know, water sometimes is shaking, or the surface area exposed, you know. That's what whenever I just go there, I'll just show you how we transport and how we purchase and how they're just packaged, so as you can learn more about whenever you want to purchase, you can just look forward for that. And also, this time around, I want to be making sure that I'm getting the catfish, so as I can just stock with them and to the fish pond, because I've got some miscellaneous challenges, like we have frogs here, the tadpole, because whenever you control the fish pond, that maybe you have treated it, you have done fertilization, maybe you used some chemicals to kill all the pathogens. But whenever you just seal everywhere, make sure that water is accumulating, you find that maybe you have wild frogs that are coming from river YouTube, it's very close. Some are coming from outside, you know how frogs are. We have some channels of water, because this area is a swampy area, so they can just come back and lay some eggs onto the fish pond. So for you to control it, it's so easy, and it doesn't need much of the time, because after 3 months, whenever you never go and stock catfish and tilapia fish at the same time, because it wanna be very chaos for you to stock such kind of the fish and the catfish at the same time. But for alternative, you should make sure that you are stocking fish first for like 3 months, then after the 3rd month, which is approaching 4th month, you can just now install the catfish onto the fish pond, so as they grow very quickly and they have a high growth rate. After 2 months, they're gonna be even bypassing the fish that you stocked there, so they wanna be eating all. Maybe talk about maybe the fish had reproduced. Whenever we go and purchase some fish, we talk about we want monosex, but monosex, they're the males only, and maybe they cannot produce 100% sure, because we are Africans, so they can never produce sure that is 100% male. But alternatively, we have in a ratio like 5:2 ratio, which is male 5 and 2 it's maybe female, or 3:1 ratio, so as respectively, and that's how they are just put. So whenever you stock them onto your fish pond, never think about, okay, it's gonna be maybe we're gonna be having 100% of the male. No, we should have them. The female might be there, so they might be laying some eggs in an alternative. So for you to control such kind of the competition, and also much of the fingerlings not to accumulate because of the feed, sometimes it's very high and the cost is so high. So you have to minimize all the costs. Make sure that you are determined in what you are just doing, because whenever you say that, okay, they're now laying eggs, now they let them hatch, so it wanna be very it will give you a hard time for you to control the inbreeding, and also to control the competition that will be onto that fish pond, and also feeding them, because you cannot have the big, the small, and everything. So which kind of feed are you going to be using? You can just remember, there's a day I went for the sampling, if you watched that video, and we had big fish. So even calculating for you sampling and calculating which kind of the feeds are you going to use, it will give you much of the time, because you have to calculate the small ones, you have to calculate the medium, the fingerlings, the fry are there, even the big one, the brood stock. So it will be very hard for you to calculate such kind of the sampling, so as you can give them such kind of the feeds, because whenever we talk about sampling, it means that you have to analyze and see if which kind of feeds are you going to introduce, have they grown, or which size are they, which grams are they, so as you can monitor and know that now are they ready for the marketing, or which kind of feed am I going to introduce, and something like that. So for the field, it has to be you have to be more decomposed and also determined and focused on what you want to do, because they are so sensitive. You can find that maybe like right now you have some algae concentration on the fish, so fish pond, so it might bring some chaos, because it has a positive and a negative impact at the same time. Whenever it's of a large quantity and to the fish pond, it means that it will bring some chaos in an alternative, as during the night there's being competition in terms of oxygen concentration onto the water, so it will bring mortality rate and also stress to the fish, and they'll have some stunted growth, because they will not grow very fast as compared to the fish pond that has much air concentration. And also, I was ever talking about, for the people talking about how many feet are the fish ponds, how big are they? They are 300 meters squared, and it's 21 meters long via 15 meters long, which is approximately bringing to 200 and something, 300 and around 20 there and above meter square of the fish pond here. And the depth is 1.2 meters. And it's so good in terms of stocking fish and rearing some fish, which are 1,000. I've ever talked about for you to have such kind of a big fish pond, which is onto this position, for you to rear, maybe some people might be talking about, okay, I want to rear 300 maybe 1,000 fish. How many fish can you stock in such kind of a fish pond? I've ever talked about it. To now depend with the size you want to get out from the fish pond. So for you to get a size of 300 grams of a fish, it means that you have to stock here some 1,000 fish, because of 300 meters squared, and it wanna give you a match of 300 whenever you have feeds, because some people talk about, okay, I'll stock even 2,000, but if you have some feeds, and sometimes you talk about the volume ratio of water also determine what you want to do onto the fish pond. So this is what I'm going to gauge and make sure that everything is put in consideration as I'm going to grow such kind of the fish onto the segment. But me, I'll never overstock nor understock. I'll put 1,000 fish, and I have the feeds that will qualified to give me the match of this time round, as I'm gonna be harvesting and getting some fish out of the fish ponds. And the market demand, guys, the match of the market demand here in Nyabuhanse, it's muchly of 300 grams. Whenever a fish is 300 grams, you have much market. But whenever they are so big, it means that the 300 meter square fish pond, you have to stock like 750 fish, and so as you can get a half a kg after 6 months. And also, it doesn't matter that you have to stock. Maybe people are thinking by that you have to stock fish and go. No, you have to stock fish and make sure that you are feeding them, and with the quality feed, so as they can grow very quickly. And also the water, if it's that exposed in a nature that they like, because even fish, they like, sometimes it's like whenever we talk about the space, so whenever you're provided with the space, it makes you very easy for you to move and make some exercises, so as you can have a body fitness. So even fish, that's why we have a very big fish pond like this one here, so as fish can just go and loiter, jump, helter-skelter, move down and up, so as it can go do some exercises, and it will very grow. And whenever you understock, it means that you are going for a loss, because understocking will give you very big fish after a while because of the space provided and the feed because of the competition. But for the fish farmer, you want profit, it will be very hard for you to have much of the profit from your field. And also, I've ever talked about the fish ponds here. Much of them, one of them, it's dedicatively for going for the aged ones, and that's why I'm also preparing some garden there to plant some collards. People call them collards, the green veggies, as I'm going to supply to the aged ones and to the society. So this is going to be a plug twist onto this area, and I'm making sure that everything is put in consideration. And right now, I'm not going for for the fake deals, because I've ever gone to a very big loss. Like last time I harvested here, I went to this kind of the hatcheries to get some fish. Maybe they are not qualified, or sometimes you tell them that I want some fish, but whatever you are just given, it's not even acceptable to the fish farmers, because you can never know how they were just reared from the first stage to how they have just reached. Maybe they are the reject ones you are just being sold to. But you have to be very keen. Like right now, I'm going for professional companies that produce, or hatcheries that do offer such kind of the fingerlings or the fries that I want to be stocking. But one of my brother told me that one of the officers that, okay, Gintu, make sure that whenever you want to stock the fish which are big, the fingerlings which are big, because of if you put the small ones, it means that you have to feed them at every time, like 9 times a day. And if you stock a big fingerling, it means that you have to feed them maybe 40 eyes or 3 eyes a day. So but me, guys, I'm just going to talk in a positive way, because these people are challengeful. These people are challengeful because they want us to go and purchase from their companies. Maybe they want us to go and purchase bigger fingerlings. But for me, I can just talk about the smaller they are, because whenever you go and purchase the small fingerlings, you have to go and purchase the starter mashes. And people might be thinking that, okay, the starter mashes, you have to feed them for 1 month so that they can grow bigger. No, guys. These things, you have to get them from the field. And this is the fact. Let me tell you. Whenever you go and purchase the small fingerlings, which are 0.5 grams, and bring them here, it means that you will be feeding them 9 times a day. But that 9 times a day, it's like feeding them after each 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Or it will be very easy, because the feeds that they are going to uptake, it's like 1 handful. So it means that it will not be much feed like people might be thinking about, but it will be a handful of the food, so as you can just throw here and make sure that they are just eating such kind of the food. But it will give you much of the time for you to come and feed them, as it will have you to be here each and every time for you to feed them. But it will not be very complicated, like you going purchasing them like one fingerling you will purchase at 10 shillings, which is around $0.1. So it's like Okay, 0.1. I don't know how you can just put that one. $0.1. So it means that you have to go and purchase in Kenya shillings 10 shillings one. And whenever you go and purchase 0.5, it's around 5 to 5.5 to 5.5 mostly plus oxygen in. So it is very easy for you to purchase for the 5 ones, which is if you want 1,000, it means that if you purchase by 10, it means that it's 10,000 Kenya shillings. But if you purchase via 0.5, it means that you have to purchase like 5. Guys, right now here at this village here, we have some funeral that is ongoing. Even right now, we have some voices coming from this top side. One of the kids died, a high school kid, and today is a contribution day, so as they can get a little bit of money for them to get the body from the morgue. And it has been happening because most of the kids here is a lady, and she was suffering. She talked about the stomach is aching and the headache, and she eventually died. I don't know what might be the causative agent of such kind of a thing, but it's ongoing to the village. So that's how things are just running from this position, making sure that everything is so fantastic. Hey, we have some very many frogs. Look at the frogs. Hello, how are you? Fantastic. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, go on. How are you? Guys, I want to water some of the nursery beds here. So I have a water can here. We pick a water can. Wow. We have the greens here. I want to water these ones here. They're ready for
to be replanted at the seedling beds, but I'm just still preparing some seedling beds, guys, so as I can replant them. And also we have some tomatoes here, so I have to make sure that they're getting much water, as they cannot dry onto this area. So you can even see how big they are. So fantastic. I have other nursery beds, and these are more specifically for Ameshina. She told me to make sure that I'm planting much of the greens, like the ones I'm just planting here, and to my fish ponds there. And the nursery beds are already up to this position, because this is an easy area, as I can just withdraw some water whenever I have much of the time, as I can just come and water the nursery beds here. So it will be an easy time. And from this position, guys, we have much of the manure. You can even check here. We have much of the manure, so you can just use them so they can grow very quickly. But the ones I have watered already, we have a seedling bed here, and they are so ready for transplanting. And it's just needing much of the human labor to make sure that things are running more possibly. Much time, guys. It has been an evening time coming from Africa. It's underscore Ginto here, and hey, it's now in the evening. You can even now the sun is setting, and to this position, wow, you can even check here. Everything is so fantastic. So guys, today I'm getting a little bit of a time, so as I can give myself a walk and see what is just ongoing to the village. As oh, my sugar is here. Oh, I've never been updating the sugar cane. People have ate it like something else here. Everything is so awesome. And tomorrow it will be from my passion fruits there, because children have closed the school, and I've heard that stealing is much more. And tomorrow I want to be taking care of the fruit garden I have down there, and it will be getting some context from there, and make sure that I'm updating you on what is ongoing. And here it's and it has you know, guys, whenever I just come to this banana plantation here, most of the people knows that okay, Ginto now want to react. So that's how things are just undertaking onto this position. And this is my position always. I am coming and make sure that I'm roasting and making things more straight. Whenever I'm just standing onto this position, everything gonna be very fantastic. And today I'm muchly appreciative, because I've got much of the people appreciating and say that let's continue together as a team, as we cherish together, and make sure that everything is moving helter-skelter and fantastically from this position. Keep it locked, keep it vibing. Things are coming to you more and more and more. Keep it wagwan, keep it vibing. Always we are there for you, and the content will be coming straightforward from this channel as indicated, and there's no one to intimidate us. Things gonna be flowing.
helter skelter, no jokes aside, everything is so fantastic always. So let me go home a little bit so as I can just bring some of my dogs need some food, so I have to bring some of the food for the dogs, because I do feed them every evening, so as you know, guys, that's why they are so healthy. And one of the dog has already delivered, and I'm making sure that it's more, you know how the delivered woman how is being cared for. So I have to care for that kind of a dog, because it's now apparent. So by now I have not checked how many puppies, but tomorrow I'll be updating you if we have how many gonna be produced, because I have 3 dogs here. Oh, one of the gentlemen is here. Fantastic. He doesn't leave me always. I have 3 female and I have 3 male. So I have 6 dogs, and they're so healthy, and making sure that everything is so fantastic. So keep it wagon, keep it locked, keep it in, as I'll be updating you more about what is coming next in this platform. See you next time. Oi! Oi! Ano mo tayo po recording and so on?